Welcome to my final video on the Crew beta, and yeah, this is basically, do I think I'm going to buy this game when it comes out? Am I excited for it? What do I think of the game and all that stuff? Will I buy the game when it is released, on release day, week, month, whatever? No. It's just, the game is solid, but it's not really anything I've never seen before.
You're not ready for this yet.
I'm not really interested in playing racing games online, so I don't really care for the online. I've explored it a little bit in this game. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it as a single player sort of package, so if you're a multiplayer gamer, I might just discount my view completely anyway. But visuals wise, it's nothing remarkable. It's a little bit better, in my opinion, than the last generation of consoles. Music wise, there's nothing astounding on there. It's not a soundtrack that I'd literally play the game just to listen to the soundtrack for. You know, games like GTA 5, that has an amazing soundtrack. You know, I could play that game when I had it just to listen to the soundtrack. Introduce me to some cool new tracks. In this game they've tried to sort of be a bit edgy and left of field with the music selection, but the problem is that I can see straight through that. The reason they've done that is because they've not spent much money on the soundtrack, you know, compared to games from the likes of EA and Rockstar, and yeah. Also, car-wise, the engine sounds, I mean, this car isn't bad, but they're nothing astounding. I think the Need for Speed series definitely does the sound better. And just overall, I think that okay, the map is huge, and if you want to just drive around aimlessly, then it's good for that. The problem is there doesn't seem to be too much to do in this beta. I know it's capped off at level 10, so you can't, you know, complete any story tasks that require a higher level. But to be honest, the story tasks that I did play through weren't that great anyway, so yeah, it just seems a bit bare. And you know, if you're going to really hype this game up and make out that it's, you know, the next big thing in racing games, I think if you were doing that, then it'd just end up being the next Watch Dogs, in the sense that Watch Dogs compared to GTA 5 is just a horrendously overhyped and rubbish game. I mean, GTA 5, there wasn't really that much hype behind it, but the game is amazing. Watch Dogs, all hype, comes out, yeah, whatever. You can tell what other people thought of it as well by, you know, the price of the game to pick up second hand now. This game, it's not as good as Need for Speed Rivals, in my opinion. It might have a map that is gigantic in comparison, but it just doesn't really have any soul. There's no real substance to the game. It's just very solid. In one of my earlier videos I said it's a 7 or 8 out of 10 game, and I'd still sort of stand by that. I'd say maybe after exploring a bit more and going up into the mountain ranges and chasing a train, and well, I was a bit disappointed with Las Vegas and how you can't really get in close to any of the monuments or landmarks or anything like that. I'd possibly go towards an 8, so I'd give it 7.5 out of 10, judging from the beta, from a single player sort of standpoint. So yeah, that is my verdict on the Crew beta for the PlayStation 4. Overall, it's a solid game, but it's nothing astounding. It'd be interesting to see how it stacks up against Drive Club. Obviously they delayed the PS Plus version of Drive Club indefinitely, so I've not played it yet, but I did actually order it for Christmas as one of my Christmas presents, using money from my mum, which she gave me to buy Christmas presents, obviously. So I will be getting Drive Club for Christmas, and I'm hoping that's a bit more exciting than this, a bit more focused on cars and racing, but like I say, yet to play that due to the car just disappeared from in front of me there. You cannot explain that. I've never actually seen that. I've seen it pop in front of me, but not pop out of front of me. So I've not played Drive Club yet, so I can't comment on whether that's better than this game, but for me, Need for Speed Rivals is better. So if you've not played that, recommend picking that up for whatever it is now. It'll be a bit cheaper now, probably get it for like 20-25 quid. Pick that up, delay getting this, and pick this up when it's a bit cheaper, because it's a solid game, but nothing astounding, nothing that we haven't seen before apart from the actual size of the map.